Welcome to the Sunday Show. This is the interactive show where
Peekaboo
Harris will be talking about everything that's on his mind and everything else. And now, here's Alex Paris.
And welcome to episode 12 of the Sunday Show. I'm Alex Paris.
I'm Alex Trebek.
And today, since I have nothing else to talk about, I haven't really thought of a topic.
We decided to be drunk. Bye-bye!
And today, since I have nothing else to talk about, I haven't really thought of a topic. I'm just going to answer all your questions. So if there's going to be an episode that I won't have anything to talk about, whether it's food, travel, or anything that's on my mind, I'll just do a simple Q&A session.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute. Pepper Ann?
Yes, it's me.
How'd you get in that, let's say, picture in the video I made, the random video I made for Alex Paris?
Well, the people at Edinburgh have asked me to do my voice, so I figured, sure.
That's so. I just figure it was, you're my childhood growing up. You know, I just feel like it's a surprise from being on uberduck.ai, something like that. So, I just figured it's nice seeing you, but it's not very nice to be yelling at my friend Alex Paris like that. You know it, right?
I know. I forgive your friend like that, but I promise not to do it again. I promise.
Well, I figured. You know, I just need some time to relax, and just figure I want you to not yawn at my friend Alex Paris like that. So, okay? Just don't do it next time, okay?
Okay, I'm more careful next time.
Good. Back to the video.
It is currently 5:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
Right here on 2 Disney.
And it is the first day of spring, so glad spring is here.
You know, I would wait till summer to come, if I were you. Oh, and then winter! Okay, whatever, because it has to do with presents, for me at least. Move on.
I'd like to welcome Luke and Jeffrey here. So for the next 25 minutes, I say 25 because, of course, we always end our show with the weather report, just like the news does. I just figure I do that because I want to make the live stream a little bit entertaining. And we have Silent Outlaw. Hello there, Silent Outlaw. As we are waiting for people to come in, just submit your questions. You can ask how many times you want, but make sure that everybody gets a chance to ask a question, and I'll be happy to answer a question. Larry's here. Laura X3476. Hello there. So you can just ask me anything you want. And then once I say the cutoff time is now, we're going to be going to the weather report. And then we'll close the show off. And I thought I'll let everybody know that on Tuesday, I'll be seeing my buddy Corey in Rocklands.
What about Steve's house?
No!
Why not?
Here's a good one. Do you have a favorite dessert? I like all kinds of desserts. So no, I really don't have a specific favorite dessert. What do you think about the daylight savings being permanent in 2023? Well, that's going to be a little bit tough for some people because some people don't like the idea of permanent daylight savings. Ho, 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 David. Got 11 viewers here. Glad to have all the viewers here. So in case you just tuned in right now, I'm just answering fans' questions, whether it's game show related, travel related, whatever they have on their mind, and I'll be happy to answer them.
Oh, it could be anything.
Because I haven't really thought of anything to talk about. What the Sunday show is all about, it's just me talking about like a certain topic. Like it could be about movies, it could be about sports, it could be anything.
That's what I said.
Here's a question from Jack, Larry's brother. Did you celebrate St. Patty's Day? I did not celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Come on, man!
Here's a question from Luke. I know some of you are fans of the PBS NewsHour, but where were you when Jim Leather passed away on January 23rd, 2020? For some of you may not have seen the answer.
Yes, it was a tragic day back then. January 23rd, 2020 was probably the worst day of my life, period. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good question. I'm going to see what date that was. That was on a Thursday. I was probably working on that, but I haven't really heard of that until like maybe a couple days ago.
Huh?
Here's a question from Cameron Brandon Watson. Are you aware that the Russia-Ukraine situation might start a third world war? Let's hope not, because if it starts a third world war, it's the end of mankind. Here's a question from Silent Outlaw. Keep those questions coming in. What do you think Bonzi is doing right now? Maybe having a couple bananas? I don't know what he's doing. He makes money off the videos that he uploads on YouTube of my Bonzi Buddy series. So he is a Do you think Bonzi's fat? What do you think? Yes, he is. He eats nothing but bananas, and he's like a hog. He pretty much is a hog of almost anything else, too. Try asking him to have like a quadruple cheeseburger. He'll eat it no problem. I agree with Alex 1,000,000%. Wow. Didn't expect you to go that high, too. All right. I hope you're all having a great Sunday evening so far. I just finished up the taping of Bonzi's Jungle Challenge about 20 minutes ago. All right, everybody, that concludes our season premiere of Bonzi's Jungle Challenge. Tune in next week. We'll have 3 new contestants. Bye, everybody. I'm just going to
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it!
And since we're talking about that, David asked, what projects have you been working on?
I am so proud of you.
And since we're talking about that, David asked, what projects have you been working on? Well, I've been mostly working on my game shows for the summer run, like Bonzi's Jungle Challenge, just I mentioned, Spin for a Million. I haven't started $1 Million Sharks, and I did do an episode of Plank the Game Show. So I'm really looking forward to having those videos scheduled, uploaded, and ready for everybody around the world to enjoy those videos, just like last year. You have a little brother and sister. I am the only child. And you know what? I am actually glad to be the only child. Yeah, I do admit that.
Duh!
Here's a good question from David. How long does it take to edit each game show series on the 25? Well, it depends on how long it takes and how many effects I want to put in it. So I would say about a good half hour, 15 to about a half hour, sometimes an hour, and depending on how long the video is, too. And I want to make it look good, too. A good YouTube editor takes his time editing. It is currently 5:41 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and it's a nice, beautiful, sunny day out here. Work has actually been going well. It was crazy busy for the past couple of days, but this week we are going to be 9 hours. I still got my days off Wednesday, Thursday. How do you do the multicam edits? I will get to Luke's question in just a little bit. Well, it's actually a very good question. The cool thing about Final Cut Pro X is can feature and many other features, features, features. Excuse me. All right, Jay, you don't need to be angry. I was asking nicely, but if you're gonna act like that, I'm gonna have to ask you to not do that. Ask me something like, "What's your favorite food?" or something like that, for example, and I'll be happy to answer. As far as the Sunday show, one day when my nephew's coming this summer, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, they can be a guest. All right. Next question is from Silent Outlier. Have you ever been to a different country? No. And if I wanted to, I want to check out the country of Canada. This one is from David. Maybe you should do a video on how to do that because I've been trouble doing that sometimes. I could definitely do a video on that. It's actually pretty simple. And I really like the multicam edit. This is the cool thing about Final Cut Pro X is it also has like a magnetic timeline, so you don't have to lose with what your progress is. Like if you're trimming down a clip. I've been using Final Cut Pro X since May 2013. Do you have a favorite animal? Well, my favorite animal is a lion. And if you're talking about pet, is a dog. My favorite animal would have to be a lion. All right, we are about at the 20-minute mark. And here's my good buddy, Lennon's Kitchen, aka Lennon Vergara. Hope you're doing well. It was nice talking with you on the phone yesterday, Lennon. If you got a question, just post it in the live chat and I'll be happy to answer it. And favorite food. There's a lot of favorite foods, but you know what? My favorite dish of all time would have to be chicken. Yes, chicken. This is my favorite food of all time. But I also have other types of favorite foods. Chicken, 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 chicken. And this may be an easy question, but I'll be happy to answer. And I'm pretty sure everybody knows the answer to this question. What's your favorite color? Red. What's your favorite color? Red. I've been a fan of the color red ever since I was a little kid. For a while in middle school, in the 6th grade, it was green. But then right around high school, beginning of my high school years, I went back to red. Or maybe it was during my 8th grade year. It's been many years. But I remember my favorite color during my middle school years was green. Because I always thought it was a lucky color. And it is a lucky color. But then I switched back to red. All right. We'll give it about 4 more minutes, and then we won't. Then we will cut off the questions, and then we will be closing off the show. For those of you wondering what the heck? I would like to thank you all for tuning in to this good episode, whatever episode 12 of the Sunday Show. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody who submitted their questions. I enjoyed reading your questions and answering those questions.